Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. My thumbnail for this video looked like half my face, you can see all my wrinkles. I can't be bothered to take one again. I actually don't know how to. Every time I try to take another thumbnail, well, I don't try often, but sometimes I think, okay, that looks a bit of a weird image of me, but hey, that's what it is. Oh, it's been a while. How long's it been? 9 o'clock. It's not 9 o'clock, it's about 6 minutes past 9. Oh, I've got a taste in my mouth. Bit of a fearful taste. There's a certain taste I get when someone's like scared in my mouth that comes up, and it's just come up then. Someone's a little bit scared. I'll tell you what did happen as I was choosing the cards, because I was just going to get my box of Rider-Waite Tarot and all the other little bits and pieces that are in there. And it was like, no, I'm going to use the Druid Craft Tarot. And then I picked up the energy cards. Then the Fairy Oracle actually fell off of the stand. And underneath them was the Wellbeing card. So, and the fairies are here at the moment in reverse. Is someone scared about their well-being? And I think maybe the fairies want to help with this. Because I felt the energy of, they tumbled off. But when I look now, she's kind of pointing to well-being. Maybe we need to look into your well-being today. Happy Sunday anyway. Tomorrow's Halloween, which then drew me to take the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Oh, it drew me to take. I would take all the shadows and replace it with the light. That's very relevant, but I'm not going into that story because I already told that story today. So, Druid Craft Tarot. Let's have some time together. A non-alcoholic drink, an alcoholic drink, in case I feel in the mood. I just saw the devil, and the devil's leering over the lovers in this deck. Oh dear, what are we tapping into here? Someone who's a bit scared, they're depressed. Well, I feel the energy with the devil because the devil leering over the lovers are scared of being caught. Look at this pressure. Now that's the Ten of Pentacles. That's like the legacy you're leaving. That's not a great story to tell. So that's why we're talking about your well-being today, because it's of the utmost importance. Ten of Pentacles, look at this. That's not a great looking card, is it? I feel this in the background here is like an angelic presence. This is what's going on in the environment. Again, the Queen of Wands. It's not the Queen, but we can call her that. She's a Princess of Wands. I'm extremely tired. It feels like it's, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night, midnight. I think it's because I've been on some late shifts, so finishing late. It feels like, because I finished earlier today, but it's dark, isn't it? And our clocks went back. I did gain an hour this morning. I have the energy like of being like morphed. That takes me to a little plasticine calendar. Morphing, one day at a time. So I felt the energy of not being me. I'm just going to go with it, okay? Look, I'm just like not behaving like myself. We'll go with this. Got the Hangman. It's like he's well, he's present, he's naked, but he is tied up. He's not even working, but he's been silenced, or he can't talk. There you go, he can't talk. The Hangman. Felt the energy straight away of someone being scared. You're being tortured here. Well, it's affecting everything because it's affecting your work. Okay, now we have, I felt a daughter energy coming through. Because this masculine's turned upside down, I felt there's a daughter energy that's maybe more mature. She's holding like this Alexa really high. That's what I want to call it. It's temperance. It's about balancing energies here. I was taken to the energy of flowers in the attic. Now, so we're talking about maybe a divine daughter, because I felt there was a divine presence in the background of the Ten of Pentacles card. And what I just noticed is that there's a pentacle that's up in the rafters. Which is interesting. There's a rainbow in the distance. The flowers in the attic is about a mother who kept her children locked up in the attic for a lot of years. Stumped their growth. Right, we're going to carry on. Yeah, I want this card here. Okay. King of Pentacles. This masculine wants stability. He wants to get his life in order. There's a inferno in the background. But then to the side, there's this little bird. I felt the energy of like your conscience being with you. Chatting to you. There's definitely something here about this feminine energy balancing this masculine out, because he's got like plaits. So this feminine helped to soften him up to love. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we'll look at the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles, most definitely, to love. That's the King of Love. He, I say the daughter can sense that this masculine is in love, but he's like silenced. He can't talk about it. But I feel like she can see things from a higher perspective. I would take this daughter's advice, her guidance. This masculine's hungry for love. And I'd say this feminine here wants him to experience that. Okay, where are we going to now? The energy cards. Let's have a look at the energy here. And then we'll have a look at your well-being. It's interesting because it says a 60 card deck. So I'd say that this feminine, like, it's like, why wait until, I don't know, you're 60? Why wait until you're 60? When it's obviously present now. Okay. So it's more the energy of this feminine sees this as being a divine present to be taken now. The door to personal healing and happiness in reverse. I'd say this feminine here senses that you're not happy. There's the energy of you all being trapped. 34. There's a lot of chatter going on in there. Okay. New beginnings in your personal life, but it's in reverse. You may be feeling stuck where your personal intentions are concerned. Self-mastery and discipline may be hard to achieve right now, or specific plans for personal change may be being blocked. Remember that your intentions need to be clear and unconflicted. Whatever you're working on, you need to know that you are capable of achieving it and that you deserve it. Put your heart into the plans and changes you desire and realise that you are worth your own time and effort. And I say that's exactly what this feminine energy here is relaying to this masculine. The new beginning you seek will come with your own focus and patient determination. Okay, the affirmation. I am strong, focused and self-directed. I was going to say disciplined. I am strong, focused and self-directed. I have the power to create wonderful new realities in my life. What's interesting, it's page 110, so obviously I'm taken to that's near 111, and that's card 35, first chakra, Archangel Michael, stability and security. Let's look at these well-being cards. Let's have some coffee in this lovely Halloween mug. It's about replacing that darkness with light, with energy, positive energy. Hey Moon Cookie, happy, I thought that said happy birthday to the Channel of Love. Cheers, Lucy. Cheers, Moon Cookie. Happy Sunday to the Channel of Love. Okay. I've got the card, thank you. I want to feel good. I was going to say, where have I seen this on orange energy? And it was when I said it's about, like, replacing that darkness with light, with energy. I was taken to the orange colour there. I want to feel good. Today, no matter where I am going, no matter what I am doing, no matter who I am doing it with, it is my dominant intention to see that which I am wanting to see. So today, no matter where I am going, no matter what I'm doing, no matter who I am doing it with, it is my dominant intention to see that which I am wanting to see. I can feel the beating in my ears, my eardrums. Hello, Sherry, darling. Hello, Original Sweetie. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Moon Cookie. I'm here. I'm here. Listen, it's Halloween. I don't feel like it's me as well. I feel a bit out of sorts. I haven't even opened up an alcoholic drink yet, just in case. Malibu and pineapple juice. Sherry, when I was preparing and I knew I'd be doing my live, I actually thought of you, and it was like, I think Sherry would be present today. Well, you know, I can't remember what I thought. There's a lot going on. Okay, this was at the top of the deck when I was going to shuffle. I thought to Sav I should have read it, but I didn't, but it's appeared again. Little birdie in a cage now. Seeking approval of others hinders my joyousness. If the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you're in trouble. But if you depend only upon your connection with your own inner being, then everything in your experience falls into alignment. This masculine's getting into alignment with love, with the energy. He's leveling up. Doesn't even sound right. Okay, love. It's been a week, it most definitely has. I've been kept extremely busy. So I haven't had really any time where I felt drawn to really focus on the cards. So this is really interesting. Wasn't sure what was going to come out this evening. It's been a while since I've done a face-to-face live, and well, a few days. But I did want to chat to you guys tonight. So today, no matter where I'm going, no matter what I'm doing, no matter who I am doing it with, it is my dominant intention to see that which I'm wanting to see. Wanted to see my tribe. Wanted to feel your energy. Oh, we're going for an alcoholic drink. What do you say? I say yes. That's what I say. Cheers, guys. That would definitely shift the energy. I get tipsy really quickly. Like seriously, stupidly tipsy. And I'll drink it down like it's lemonade or something. I'll guzzle it at some point because I'm thirsty. Okay, right, where are we going with this? Let's have a look. Desire is the beginning of all creation. You're off the drink almost completely. I've never been on it, and I don't know, I've been drawn to like drink this week. And yeah, so sod it. Why not? I haven't been drinking all week. I got 3 of those. Well, I didn't. I've had 2 because I gave one to Jamie. But it wasn't that. It wasn't Malibu and pineapple juice. It was a pink martini. A Gordon's pink martini. Megan didn't want the Malibu. We're not big drinkers. But I did go to the shop and I felt like, well, I was reminded actually. Because I thought, should I have a, this was last night. So I thought, should I like have a drink? And then I got to the shop and I kind of forgot about it until someone come in to pick up an order. And she said, be careful, there's alcohol in there. And I thought to myself, I was right at the till and I thought, I didn't look at the alcohol. I wanted like a little drink. And then I got chatting to her and I said that I had like, right, I'm off now. I have like Domino's coming. She went, you've got no alcohol. You haven't got any wine. I said, I don't really drink. I said, but actually, I did think I was going to have a drink. And then he reminded me. And so actually, I'm going to go back and have a look because she said she had these. I just babbled. I've only had a little sip. Gulping it. I don't really need anything to make me sleep. That makes me sleepy. Alcohol makes me sleepy. After I've gone through the giggly stage, I think. I don't know. I don't drink that often. Oh, man. Just chilling with me, guys, yeah? So let me just have a look. I've got a bottle ready too. So originals hit the drink. It's been a week. Karma bring dishes out. Justice for me. Yeah, a lot of clearing. It's been a hectic week, I can say that. I never normally count my steps. And I'm not sure what the average steps are, but I do know because there were some synchronizations for the first 2 days. So I thought, Steph, how many steps do I do like at work? So I had deleted like the health app on my phone that's already automatically in there. So I thought, okay, I'll open that up. So I went to the app store, opened it up, and it's obviously, it's got a record. It's been keeping track. And it was like, so I'm on like a 6-day run at work, and it's busy and it's hectic. It is. And there's a lot of people off sick, and then there's a lot of people who have problems with one another, and it's just, we've had a meeting tonight after work. So not only have I done my shift, I've also sat in a meeting for like over 2 hours, and I've got 1 more day to go. So the first 2 days, 22,000 steps. So I kind of giggled 22. And then the next 2 days, 20,000 steps. I don't know about yesterday, and I don't know about today. So I thought that was interesting just to know. It's like, yeah, they've been working the legs. Like, I know, like, when I'm not working, it's like pathetic, the steps I take. So it's just adjusting, isn't it? It's definitely toning up the legs. Put it up, put it up, put it up, put it up that way. Okay. We're talking to the hangman. Put it up that way. To allow well-being, I must be enjoying. To allow well-being, I must be enjoying. We need to look into this well-being a bit more, because your door to personal healing and happiness is in reverse, isn't it? We've got a King of Cups here. Even the dog can see. The dog was in that Ten of Pentacles image. Coffee? Coffee. I think I better have just some coffee. Will that sober me up in between? Is that what I'm going to do? A lot of multitasking at the moment. I had a girl nearly break down on me today, saying to me I can't handle how much is expected of me. And I said to her, darling, you're just overwhelmed. So I just gave her a cuddle, done some breathing with her. And she went and actually let the manager know that she was feeling overwhelmed, because she said, I'm ready to go. I'm going to walk. And the manager stepped in and actually took some of her jobs, and because I saw the manager and I said, have you spoken to her? She was in a bit of a state, and she said, yeah, I'm helping her now. So that's how you get help. You ask for help. Okay. And we're going to the Energy Oracle cards. The 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. What was interesting, I was staring more at the hangman image here, and I was like looking at his face. Instead of like this, yeah, I'm saying it like in a really deep, can we sing it? Okay. A feminine's way? Yeah, right. This girl is on fire. It was like, this man is on fire. And then you can see here, Archangel Metatron actually like staring. I feel like the man here. Can you not see he's on fire? Does that not mean that he's being tortured? Because I said there was an inferno here. Okay, right, card number 40. Clarity of thought and personal vision. So this very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra or third eye. That's interesting, because at the beginning of this live I made mention that the thumbnail, you could kind of say, yes, I've got lines and lots of, you know, lines, let's just call them lines, but not often are they kind of like really noticeable in the thumbnails, or so I see. So when I took the thumbnail for the live, I wanted to change it, but every time I change it, it just fucks it up. So, because I don't know how to change it, it's like, okay, you're just stuck with that image. Just go with it. And this mentions the brow chakra. This very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra or third eye, which is the center devoted to insight and clear thought. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much... This is interesting, because this is exactly what the hangman, in reverse, it means he's awakened. So when this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective. Can we get the words out? It's that Malibu. Don't blame the Malibu. Okay. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective towards broader horizons. Now, where's these broader horizons? Look at this rainbow. Some new perceptions are taking hold, and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? That takes us to the Ten of Pentacles that we saw, and I said this is your legacy. This is what you're leaving behind. This is the image. the story. So now is the time to focus. I'll repeat that. No, now is the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? Create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight you need to create a vibrant life is available to you now. Let's go to the fairies. Just because they were pointing to the well-being cards, we have Archangel Metatron here, like looking at the Hangman. I noticed some other pointing going on. I don't know what that was. Anyway. The Oracle of the Fairies. This birdie singing here. There's definitely the energy here. What are you going to do now that all the darkness has been taken away? Oh, we've got two cards. We'll take the first one. Celebrate. Well, no, celebration. But yes, that's a good card. Celebration. Get ready to let your hair down. I actually felt like I wanted to take my hair down because I've had it up all day. And I thought, why would I want to take my hair down? Okay. Well, get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. But I feel like it wasn't really the time. It's time to go out to dance and play. What was interesting is before I done the live, I knew they wanted me on for about 9 o'clock. I was a little bit late. But I actually tapped into some music beforehand because I just wanted just to take some time just to connect with the energy. And I went out, and I was going to go really common then. I went outside and I was listening to some songs and I was kind of in a real jiggly mood. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Could it now? Well, let's see. An invitation to a special occasion could be on the way. So it's time to put on your dancing shoes or be ready to kick off your shoes and dance in bare feet in nature. Have you been working too hard recently? Have you been working too hard recently? Perhaps you've just forgotten what it's like to have fun. It's so easy to get wrapped up in work and in the more mechanical and mundane activities of daily life, which means we often forget to prioritise essential fun time. This card reminds you that it's time to celebrate, whether you go out or stay in. Cheers. Cheers. We're staying in, aren't we? Too rowdy and noisy out there. This card, what's that mean? This card reminds you that it's time to celebrate, whether you go out or stay in. Perhaps you could invite some good friends round and host your own fairy theme party or even a fairy ball. Even when times are challenging, there's always something to celebrate. You don't need an official reason. Just being alive is more than a worthy cause for a celebration. Dance, rejoice, and celebrate life in all its magical glory. Do you have a birthday soon? I thought that she said, Moon Cookie said, it says happy Sunday. I thought it said happy birthday, Channel of Love. Do you have a birthday soon? Or is there a special anniversary coming up? I feel extremely giggly. Don't say cheers to me. Don't encourage me. Cheers. Let me finish this. Do you have a birthday soon? Why would I say that? Like it's an advert. Or is there a special anniversary coming up that may have slipped your mind? Oh, oh dear. Always make sure you keep a diary to mark down special occasions so you never have to miss a thing. And have your party clothes ready, just in case you receive an unexpected invitation. It's good to be spontaneous, as that's where there's always an extra sprinkling of fairy dust and magic. Fairies are excellent in celebrating. They find the fun even in the little things and need no excuse for a party. The energy of celebration is around you right now. Cynthia, hello, darling. I've been drinking. Oh, my lordy. Okay. Let's get back to the comments. You traded in your wine glass for a medical card. Sorry, I just find that funny. Oh dear. Oh. Moon Cookie, I'm actually having a nice cold Bud Light myself. There we go. Oh, I was going to say, oh, Empress. Sherry, I thought that said spanking. Speaking of steps, taking the boy for a spank. Oh, my lordy. Speaking of steps, taking the boy for his walk, but I'm still be listening. I'll be listening. Okay. Oh dear, Cynthia, so happy to see you. Was rubbed the wrong way after work. Yes, darling, a lot of that going on, isn't it? I actually had someone to, I don't know. I think he was, I felt like he was just, the question he asked me was, how far, like, up there, like, can you see them lights? And I'm just like, are you just like trying to antagonize me? Because it was like, he was trying to point out something, like people were waiting to be served, and I was very aware of it. But it was just such a stupid fucking comment, and it was just like, and my response was, I was just like, why would you ask me that? Are you trying to like antagonise me? He knew damn well that I was busy. And anyway, it came out, and normally I'm so like, you know, lovely, and he went to me, he went, Lucy, just try and be nice today. And I thought, why would you fucking say that? He really is trying to antagonise me, isn't he? And it was just like, seriously. So, yeah, lots of challenging people out there. But it's been an interesting week. But Halloween tomorrow, we'll just be done with it after tomorrow, I think. I've got one more shift, and then I've got 4 days off. So the 1st of November. Remember the 1st of November. I swear. It's been a fucking shit show all week. And I showed up to it. Oh my lord. Anyway, nearly through it now. Did I finish reading this? Yep. I was reading your comments. Cheers. Cheers, original. We've already done this, haven't we? But we're going to do it again. Cynthia, I get much too on jump when it comes to my little bear. Need to work on that still. Absolutely. I mean, things are pointed out that I need to work on. And yes, I do. What's that to original? Itchy chin. Let's look at this other card before ask for help. I've already mentioned that one. So angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. And what's interesting is this masculine's like reaching down for this feminine. But this is an angel pulling this feminine up, because I can't see any wings on her. Cheers again. No, that's Red Bull. That gives you wings. Is that correct? I don't do Red Bull. I was taken then to like my star sign, so being a Taurus, a red bag, a ball in a china shop. In the past, I think, actually someone said to me today, she was saying goodbye to me, and I said goodbye, and she went to me, why are you whispering? I said, I'm not whispering. If you ever considered I don't speak as loud as everyone else. These comments are coming out. Well, a rowdy lot. Oh my goodness. I've had a few people shout at me today. So good. An upcoming birthday. Yes, it is Original's birthday. Remember, the 1st of November. Ask for help. It's interesting, it was come together. That's what I saw. Ask for help. And I feel that this is this masculine's asking for help. Maybe like not verbally, but you can sense, can't you? When someone is out of sorts. There are times in our lives when we need celestial assistance. And that time may be now. Angels are omnipresent, non-denominational beings who can be called upon for help by anyone at any time for any kind of assistance. That's interesting because my daughter's told me before that she's actually prayed to God for me, and which I thought, well, I went, did you? She was like, yes. And our children want us to be happy. I always say, happy me, happy family. It works. It really does. Okay, so angels are omnipresent, non-denominational beings who can be called upon for help by anyone at any time for any kind of assistance, from clearing congested traffic to fast healing after a medical procedure. Perhaps you're very independent and feel that you can sort out everything and anything on your own without help. Fairies too are generally self-sufficient creatures and can usually deal with any challenges that might arise, but on occasion, even the fairies need a little divine intervention and may ask for an angelic helping hand. It makes perfect sense. If we humans can call on the angels, why wouldn't the fairies ask for angelic intervention too? This card may be telling you that an angelic boost will be beneficial for you or someone you know at this time. And I felt that in that Ten of Pentacles energy, I said there is an angelic presence, a divine presence that's with you. So with this card, the fairies are encouraging you to call on a personal guardian angel to help you through any tricky situation you may be experiencing. The fairies will also sparkle some fairy dust on you to give you some cheer and joy during challenging times, or even if you just need a fairy boost. Be aware that sometimes fairies are referred to as the angels of nature or nature angels, but they're not celestial angels. The roles are very different from one another, though they sometimes meet somewhere in the middle. Remember that there are no rules and that the angels are happy to work with fairies and humans alike when it's for the highest good of all. Wow. Beautiful. It took me to like the story I was saying about the girl that was overwhelmed with too much work, and she asked for help, and it was given to her. Her load was lightened. Anyway, where are we going now? To the shadows. To the shadows of Oracle and Light. The Oracle of Shadows and Light. Be interesting to see. Look, I'm like scratching my head as if like we're thinking, okay, it's going to be interesting to see what will come out of this. Took me to a bit of a Laurel and Hardy. It's another fine mess you've got me into. Okay. Did you say anything? No. Remember the 1st of November. I got it. Not the card, I got the date. Okay, I've got the card. Shallow grave, you miss someone. $29. What's interesting is the card before is Death and the Maiden. And then have a look at this image. Got the skeleton again. Okay. Shallow grave. This beautiful young woman is missing someone deeply, and she knows perhaps for the first time what it is to lose someone. Missing someone can be very hard. It feels like a physical ache, and our hearts can indeed be broken because we humans have the capacity to connect like no others in the universe. We love, and we love so deeply that that love can continue even when the form we loved is no longer with us. If you have received this card in a reading, it is time to acknowledge just how deeply you have yearned for someone's return and how much that person's loss has affected you. This being could be a friend, a pet you loved, or a grandparent or parent who has left. And missing this is so strong, it sometimes is a physical hurt. And I say that that's what's being sensed around this masculine's energy. He's yearning. There is a deep sadness here, and it cannot be eased by denying its presence. And once this is done, you can put what's missing to rest and visit from time to time, but know that you have been truthful with yourself and that your sadness will change and be a part of your life's beauty, not its pain. She speaks. It is time to let something go, but before you do, let's take a moment to acknowledge what this was to you. Know that this meant so much, and that by returning it to the past rather than yearning for it in the present, you are creating a future that has a greater freedom to it. There are opportunities for fresh starts all the time. Every day, in a sense, gives you a clean slate. For you, this sense of starting over is immensely important after you have grieved. You need to feel that something has been laid to rest and will no longer trespass on the present. Life is kind of like that. So much of what happens isn't about what's actually happening. But thankfully, you will blossom and grow with fresh relationships and love after mourning this lost one. The divination message. Sentimentally, holding on to the past, idealising the past, refusing, not allowing yourself to get over a breakup with a friend, a move to a new town, a faded romance, parents who have divorced, or something you are convinced that you must have back in order to be happy again. Mourning for what was and what you feel should have been. Very deep sadness, and yet this experience has been of great value. It is time to move on and to place all of that to rest. Working with the elements of earth is most beneficial when this card and fairy come to visit you. You may wish to plant a memory tree, something earthy and growing. Earthy. Earthy. What the fuck? Sorry. Let's have a drink. Why not? Cheers. You may wish to plant a memory tree, something earthy and growing that changes, to commemorate your lost love. As it grows and changes, you will heal The memories will be sweet and sad, without bitterness and pain. The earth takes form and changes them and gives back to us what we let go of in new forms. It is time for you to stop hanging on so sadly to that which has long passed. Mourn and then come back to us, ready to live again. I say this masculine's mourning. He will not be back to the divine feminine until he's done this. Grieved the past, what he's lost, what his plans were. Okay, let's end on a Rumi message because I feel like it. Another couple of steps more. Whoops. And these cards are like jumping today. What we saying though? Cheers. No, not again yet. Cheers. That's what I see original. Cheers. It can't be a high percentage. Or 5%. Is that bad or is that good? Is that low? Hi Angie, how are you doing, darling? I'm in communication with my DM. He is balancing right now out and sharing to discover the journey. That's amazing. We're starting to work as a team. Brilliant. We're just friends right now. Awesome. Original, I've learned that I have an abundance of love. We're going to... I feel like Original is channeling the masculine's energy there. She does that quite frequently. Oh, yeah. I've learned that I have an abundance of love. I'd say the divine feminine is really only attracted to love, so I'd say so. She saw that you are abundant with this love. But that doesn't matter if you don't know that or feel that or know that for yourself, then it doesn't really matter what anyone else says. Well, it does matter because it kind of, you start believing them. I remember like telling myself many years ago that rather than listening to like the negative comments about me, it was quite nice to take seriously the positive comments, but I found that quite hard. So people say, well, you're really good at like talking and you're really good at doing that. And I'll be like, no, you know, automatic response, but like, no. But then after a while, you kind of realise that a lot of people say the same things. You think, okay, well, there's something in that. And then you actually know, don't you, that you're good at whatever it is that you're good at doing. So take seriously the people that point out your positive attributes and praise you on them, rather than listening to the people that like to point out, you know, negative things that they see. I've done a drink already. Now on coffee and mini biscuits. Oh, I could have some biscuits. I do. I'm very light. I haven't eaten. I haven't been eating like too much. I had Domino's last night. But I haven't really eaten anything today. I've had a packet of crisps. I feel like I want to be light. I don't feel hungry. The alcohol's really going to go to me, isn't it? But I might go and actually have something to eat. I don't know what the time will be. Okay, I don't think it's 10 o'clock yet. That's good. And I've got a Rumi card. Right, let me just go. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Lucy. It's all just leaving. Oh, why would I say that? Hi, Lucy. At all. Just leaving a pet sitting job and headed home. Talk to me. Hi, Lucy. I'm doing great. I'm working hard and I'm good girl. Look at me, good girl. And I keep asking for help. It doesn't always show up. I think it does. Mustn't say that. We mustn't say that. We mustn't say that. I've also been reminded to ask for help. Ask for help every day. They're waiting to be asked, aren't they? They're yeah. It's a privilege to be asked to help. So they're there. That's their role. We must remember to ask for it. Not for anything specific. We just say, be with us, you know. Help to guide us. And, yeah. Cosmic Heart. Well, we are talking about love, aren't we? What did you say, original? I've learned that I have an abundance of love. Laurie said, Angie's good. It's spreading positive vibes. She's like a cheerleader. Love it. Let's do it. Cosmic Heart. And thank you for sharing with us, Angie, because it really, it's just so inspiring. Shall I say that? Because when you're inspired, you're in spirit. So it's just beautiful. Cosmic Heart. Let's read this card. Okay, let's see what I've got to drink first. We're gonna go for the coffee first. Sober me up a little bit. Okay, let's read this poem. I was dead, I became alive. I was tears, I became laughter. The power of love arrived and made me everlasting power. I have seen everything, I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion and I shine like Venus. Rumi. I hear it and weep. In sublime reverence, I bow to this loving, beating, loving heart. I said loving, beating, loving. It says, I bow to this living, beating, loving heart of the universe. It echoes throughout all of creation. Once, sometime, excuse me, I've been drinking fizzy, haven't I? How is that fizzy though? If that's just Malibu, Malibu's not fizzy, and it's pineapple juice, and that's not fizzy. How is this? How is this acidy? How is it gassy? Sparkling. Oh, sparkling. That will mean fizzy, won't it? Mixed drink with Caribbean rum, coconut, and pineapple flavours. Pineapple flavours? Or are they just saying flavours because it's the two combined? I mean, there's just one pineapple flavour, isn't it? It's pineapple. I think so. Bet you guys can't wait to meet up for a drink. It'll be awesome, won't it? Yes, okay. I hear it and weep. In sublime reverence, I bow to this living, beating, loving heart of the universe. It echoes throughout all of creation. Once, some time ago, I was deaf. I had not heard one true sound, much noise, but no truth. So I believed in many things not worth believing in. Then, in a moment of my crisis that cracked my heart open, I was given a gift. Though I felt fear and confusion, a gift came to me more powerful than those temporary ailments. That gift was the ability to hear the sound hidden beneath all of life. I heard it, that sacred sound of the beating heart of universal love. Now I know that belief is... Now I know that belief in unworthy things, like fear and doubt, is lunacy. Even my loneliness became unconvincing to me. We are animated by this living heartbeat, part of life that is sustained by it. You and I, the planets, the birds and the fishes, emerge from the great source because of... Excuse me. I do apologise. It's quite a serious message. I feel quite detached, but that's good. I think that's how it's meant to be. You and I, the planets, the birds and the fishes emerge from the great source because of this beating heart of the universe. It pumps life through our veins. What proof of this is needed? You live. That is the proof. I hear it everywhere now. It has become so loud, louder than any word of fear. It resonates through my soul and eclipses any tremor of anxiety. It's good to hear. There is a time on the journey of love when the beloved, and that would be you and me, sweet soul, is prepared to engage more completely with the heart of the divine lover. The preparation will be a rich process, spiritually speaking. It may also feel like being beaten, pummeled, simmered, and stirred in the pot of the divine master chef to become a sacred and savoury meal fit for the most heavenly of feasts. This is a courageous and bold process, one that will create the most delicious aromas in the soul, and yet it is one that will likely take us right to the places we would rather avoid, places of confrontation with pain, but where the loss of its grip on our being no longer lets us quake and retreat from life in fear or uncertainty. You have been through these tantalizing trials, the push to surrender fear, the realization your attempts at control amount to not so much, actually, so why not abandon them altogether? The trials have asked you to confront every part of your being that holds itself back in resistance to what is, in resistance to what life presents at this very moment. You have been asked to become comfortable with the possible discomfort of not knowing, and to understand you don't have to understand anything for life to work out with perfect synchronicity and generous grace. You have been asked to bear darkness without losing hope for the return of the light. You have been asked to trust in your own heart wisdom when your mind was terrorized by nightmares and hallucinations of fear. They were so powerful, you were certain they must be real, that you must be crazy not to run and hide somehow, somewhere. And yet, here you are, still loving, still wise, and ready for a love bigger than you have ever experienced before. So we step forward together, you and I. I link my arm through yours and I urge you on. Let us run together and jump over the edge. No more half living in any way for you and me. We will weep crystal clear tears and we will laugh with so much joy that stars will burst forth, born upon our exhalations. We will hear the beating of the cosmic heart pounding in our ears. I said to you I could hear it on my eardrums. Beautiful. Okay. We will hear the beating of the cosmic heart pounding in our ears, and how we shall dance to it. That sacred, intoxicating rhythm moves hips and hands and hearts, raising the soul from slumber. But that heart does beat so loud, it can be startling to the parts of you unused to such wild, unconditional affection and rowdy playfulness. You may worry that this great love is not going to be careful enough with you. What if you get tossed around in the great oceans of love? You will surely be disoriented and become lost to the world you once knew. How then will you know where to go? Fear not, my soulmate. Love has its wisdom and its way. We shall become lost in its genius together. Whilst our minds are tipped this way and that, tumbled in love's great waves, we shall be forced to surrender our useless intelligence and become mindless. Then how easy it shall become for the perfection of love to guide us, for there shall be nothing within to question and resist. We will no longer have to find the way, for we have become the way. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. More love is rushing towards you like a great cosmic tsunami. You will struggle with this blessing to the extent that you will attempt to hold on to what has been, so don't. Let go, let it move you. You'll perhaps get some water up your nose, but nothing will come to you that you cannot handle. You'll be dishevelled. Is that how I say that, original? Somewhat. Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly? Is that, I think so. Yet, as you are washed up upon love's shining shore, keeping every hair in place will be the last thing on your mind. You'll be too caught up in the wonder of perfection, realising how deeply loved you are and how unnecessary it is to contrive a way to live your purpose. Instead, you'll have no idea what is going on. You'll be surrendered in passionate embrace with life, simply being your exquisite, crazy, unique self, saturated with divine love. It will drip from you, out of your feet, your eyes, your voice, your touch. You'll water the earth with love's oceanic presence. Oh, how that tsunami will deliver you into your divine destiny. No need for any contrivance. Let your hair get messed up. Your destiny awaits you now. Woo! I'm done. I've nearly finished my can. That was a beautiful message if you watch it from beginning to end. Which I think I will do again at some point, because it really does clarify what was said at the beginning. All the sign synchronizations are there. And sometimes when you've been here and you've listened, then you can kind of, you know what I've said. So picking up on that was already stated. Okay, now, listen, I'm just chatting now. Right, let me have a look at what you were saying. Laurie, you went to a concert with your sister last night. What's that say? Mercy Me is the band. They're famous for the song I Can Only Imagine. And there's a movie called Mercy Me about them. It was a good concert. Pardon me. That's good to hear. Oh, mercy, mercy me. Is that song? Is that what they say? It might not even be them words, but that's what came through. Sherry, yes, the gift is the journey. I feel blessed and proud of how far I've come. All of my abundance is so close. It's there. Claim it. It's all there. The Philadelphia baseball team, excuse me, the Phillies, are in the World Series. They won 14 years ago, and a couple of weeks before my mum died. She loved them. Cycle close. What's that say there? Cycle closing and the underdog wins the game. Yes, 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 I shall be. Okay. We're done? I think we're done for this evening. Oh, I need to put the rubbish bin out. Yeah, we're done. Okay, I love you all. And I'll speak to you all soon. Getting a bit tired now. Probably the Malibu. Don't blame the Malibu. Okay. Cheers. Happy Sunday, guys. I claim it. If you do that, darling, it's yours. It's a done deal. Okay. Right, that's that then. Just put a few cards away. You're so welcome, darling. Okay. Lots of love to you. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. And I will catch up with you guys soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.